Hey everyone, welcome back again. My name is, I'm not really sure what my name is. People call me different things. I don't know what I should go by, and especially on the internet. Maybe, some people in the comments refer to me just as Fox. Maybe that's sufficient. I don't know, some people call me Michael. You call me whatever you want. My name is Michael Fox. You can make up nicknames for me if you please. A lot of people seem to do that, particularly those people that know me in real life, and I guess know what I'm like in real life. I don't know, maybe I differ here on the internet, but
There's only one
anyways,
way to Cinderbrick Fort.
we're
The hard way.
we're gonna do this
Sure,
up.
the city
Cinderbrick
marshals
Fort.
may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
We're in the Fort Mac. Times are hard in the Mac. It's a cruel and mysterious beast. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what Fort McMurray is. It's this notorious place in Canada, in Alberta, and just weird. People make a ton of money there, but things are it's hellish living conditions apparently, and I don't know. It's just kind of like an anomaly for Canadian culture, but it's where a lot of our gas and
or starve, or face
oil
the kid.
oil industries are, stuff like that. Anyways, let's get to the game. As you can see, things are getting a little bit more difficult. These turrets in particular, you see they've got the pinky purple. Is that mauve? Lavender? I don't know what color that is. Anyways, they're like heat-seeking, homing turret balls. So you have to keep an eye on them, because even when you block them, you counter them, they can come back and hit you again. So not the easiest to deal with, but I still think it's something we can manage. We're pretty spectacular. I'm rocking the Breaker's Bow right now, because if you remember in the last video, we did the challenge, the proving ground for the Breaker's Bow, and we got first prize, of course. I mean, come on, I'm the best ever. Freaking Legolas ain't got nothing on me. And so now we have a
something the windbags just can't handle.
oh,
Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides.
so okay, let's forget about the Breaker's Bow. That's child's play, That's a hand-me-down. We just got the musket.
Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want
And
is a place to stay and a decent meal.
it's not quite as long range as the bow, or even the Fang Reaper. Or Repeater, sorry. Fang Reaper, though, that sounds kind of cool.
The Calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of
It's,
them
I
wound up
guess,
here in this very fort.
the musket is kind of like, oh, the marshals, what's that? Defeat 10 or more foes in a single well-placed shot with the musket. Okay, sweet, so we've already got a vigil for it, and we just picked it up. But anyways, it's kind of like a mix between a slightly longer range weapon and a shotgun, because it has a powerful spread, but the damage quickly falls off with distance. So when you're using the musket, you primarily want to be doing it in a closer radius. That's where it's most effective. But it works great because you can take out several enemies pretty quickly with it. So it's actually one of my preferred weapons, I'd say. I use it a good chunk of the game. It's easy to use, no fuss, no muss, does damage, it has decent range when you need it, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Use the marshal supplies, but the kid sure can.
So But
He stashes the marshal's prize.
you're probably wondering
Goes back
why
to something more his style.
I'm switching back to the
Cinderbrick gave him
breaker's
enough
bow.
heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort
And-
ain't theirs by right.
Oh, shut up, Rux.
Can't
I'm
blame
going
him
back to
for
the breaker's bow because I'm trying to get the vigil. Remember, I'm always talking about these vigils and whatnot. And that means doing a power shot with a kill, or I shouldn't say kill, you want to do a power shot by killing 3 people at the same time. Not
Good thing the windbags don't know.
too
It's
easy
fresh out of
until you've
hell's
actually
time.
accomplished
So
it. You
many
kind of
those
understand
sorry things hold up inside that
how to pull off a power shot and what enemies are best to work with. And usually when you're trying to kill numerous sorry, I had a couple beers earlier. Killing numerous enemies, you want to go for the squirts because they are weak and numerous when you are confronted by them. So really, you're not gonna have much of an issue dealing with them. And they're great for practice too, because when you're trying to get these vigils for the weapons, doing your special shots, you don't want to be doing it at a time when you're facing like really difficult opponents. Sometimes you will fluke and you'll just like somehow pull off an amazing shot, but more often than not, it's kind of, you have to be more consciously thinking and saying, oh my god, I need to use this weapon and do this and do that, blah 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 blah. So that's what I'm doing by picking the breaker's bow. I'm trying to make that effort to get these vigils because, you know, I don't want it to slip my mind, and it will slip my mind because I get giddy like a schoolgirl when I get that musket in my hand. So that's why I kind of pawned it off as soon as I could, so I didn't get too carried away. So we'll play around with this breaker's bow, see if we can do anything. If not, maybe we'll switch off to another weapon. This friggin' fort though, this is something.
Times like this,
Something
kids
special.
pack trip mines.
Got some these thorn roses. I don't want to use my secret skill. I want to use my hammer. Those thorns, when you destroy them, they have some kind of like
Security's plane gone haywire.
toxin of some sort, short-lived toxin that will damage you. So it's actually preferred to take them out from long range if you can. Just because, you know, every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. I don't know, that's a Guns N' Roses song, and I'm sure I absolutely
Kid
butchered
ain't
it.
afraid to get burned.
I'm not afraid to get burned because I'm a man. Flame on!
They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds.
I don't feel trapped. Oh. You're dead. Smashy, smashy. Oh, okay. These guys.
Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles.
Glutus and Glandon? Which one's Glutus and which one's Glandon? Is the scumbag one? Oh no,
They
I
got
think
something
they're.
to gain and only their sorry hides to lose.
I'm not sure. Either way, we're trapped in here, and these guys, I freaking hate them. They're one of my most hated enemies, just because earlier on in the game, obviously they're quite powerful, and you don't want to get too close, because when they come down with that hammer, it hurts, and you can see they destroy the ground. Bunch of duty heads,
Kid takes
you know.
down Glutus. Or maybe it was Glandon. The other big fella soon joins his brother.
That's
wherever
goddamn
they are
right.
now.
Oh, look at all these fragments. We're racking up the money. You know, you're probably thinking, oh, why am I always smashing stuff? It adds up. I mean, sure, you can get along without collecting the fragments from all these boxes and whatnot. But
Kid
why
used
would
to
you?
dream of getting a marshal's badge, but not like this.
So basically, they're a bunch of cop killers.
The
And now,
sky is a welcome
we're the
sight
new-
after all that.
We're the new cop? Are we like Denzel
Now ain't
Washington?
nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort.
King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I don't even know. Oh man. Sometimes I wish I was a cop. I'd be a nice cop. I'd go around and be like giving people warnings, and I'd just give them general life lessons. Be like, you know what? Don't not speed for me. You know, think of your grandma.
Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
And people can't not think of their grandma. Like, oh my god, my grandma would be so disappointed. Why didn't I
Zulf's
think of her?
travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
What do you gotta say,
The
Zulf?
marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity.
Really?
Zulf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
Kind of used to watching the news or reading the news or whatever.
Even
And,
since the Urus surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him.
And you know, you always see this stuff about the cops beating people up and whining and complaining, oh, you can't video record us, because then, you know, how can we be corrupt? That's not right. Blah, blah, blah. If you're doing your job right, it shouldn't matter that somebody's recording you. If anything, it goes to help you, to prove that you're doing your job right. You know, it's a very silly argument. I think people should have the right to record a cop doing their job. Or anyone doing their job, really. Even a hooker. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The lost and found. Here, Kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again.
So lost and found is something I love very much, because sometimes you miss things in the actual, when you're going to find cores and doing all that stuff out in the world outside of the Bastion. And you can buy anything and everything, you know. You can buy the something items, you can buy special items, you can buy the spirits, and stabsynth, you know, that's a play
All
on
it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new.
on absinthe. If you're not familiar with what that is, you know, go on Wikipedia. Basically, it's like this. It's this drink, and it's banned in a lot of countries because apparently it causes hallucinations, and artists would drink it and then hallucinate and paint stuff, and you know, it's, I don't know. It's because of the wormwood, and wormwood, it's like a drug or some weird funky thing. I don't know. Anyways, we're back into the memorial. You know, it's always good to go just check out what vigils you have available still, what you've completed, so you're not wasting any time trying to complete them. And upgrades. Breaker's bow. Do we do it? Do we do it? You know, and this is the thing too, don't forget you can switch between each tier. You know, when you buy one, you're really buying both. And you can change them at any time. So keep that in mind, because it's very useful, especially when you're trying to do proving grounds and stuff, and you need your item maybe to be more
His
powerful
bow's looking lean and
or
mean,
quicker.
like a prize fighter.
And there's often stacking in a lot of these tiers, right? So now we have +2 and then +2 again for penetrations with the breaker's bow. So that's pretty cool. It just helps us kill more enemies with one shot. You know, trying to kill 3 enemies with one shot, it's more doable when you have +2 the penetrations. Penetration is good. That's what I always say. You know, that's my motto. Gotta penetrate.
Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that.
Alright, so that's another upgrade. We're going crazy with the upgrades. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it? No. not today. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.